Everything is on fire. Your C-level executives are onto you. Your phone that is set to silent is not stopping to vibrate. Your Microsoft Teams or Slack channels are exploding. The Active Directory domain controllers, your main file server, your software distribution system, all running on virtual infrastructure, are down, and your IT staff is starting to panic. Your MSSP SOC keeps calling you with additional detection alerts without interruption. In those moments, you don't just need a hero, you need an orchestrator, such as the incident commander. But here's the problem. Burnout is real, and having your best IT admin or security engineer or security analyst play hero every time there's a flicker of smoke isn't a viable strategy. It's a recipe for burnout and turnover. The DIY or do-it-yourself model. First, let's look inward. If you're keeping the IC role internal, you have to decide on the coverage model. This usually boils down to two different paths. The first option is to establish local shifts. If your team is centralized, you're looking at a standard on-call rotation. The catch: you need enough people to ensure no one is on call more than 1 week out of 4. Any more than that, and you're begging for burnout, basically. The second option at your disposal is the follow-the-sun model. If you're lucky enough to be an international org, follow the sun is your best friend. By handing off the IC baton from Paris to New York to Sydney, you eliminate the 3 a.m. wake-up calls. It's better for morale, but it does require bulletproof handoff documentation. If the handoff is messy, the incident stays messy. But what if you're a mid-sized startup or company? You might not have 5 to 8 people qualified to lead a high-pressure bridge. This is where the incident commander as a service comes in. Think of this like having a fire chief on speed dial. You've got two main options here. The contractor pool, which is basically to keep a group of vetted, high-level contractors on a small 0-hour retainer, or some nominal fee that provides you with some availability warranty, sometimes also called service level agreement or SLA. When a major incident hits, you pull them in. You get expert leadership without the 6-figure headcount of a full-time hire. Your second option here is the MSSP retainer. Many security providers now offer major incident management support through a retainer. You aren't just buying hours, you're buying a predefined workflow. They plug into your Slack or Microsoft Teams. They know your incident response plan, your playbooks, your processes, and runbooks. And they take the wheel the moment you hit that panic button. Before you choose, however, you need to ask yourself 3 questions to keep it affordable. The first question is about the frequency. How often do you actually have P0 critical emergencies incidents? If it's once a month, go with a contractor. If it's every day or multiple times a year, you need an internal shift to follow the sun model. The second question is about institutional knowledge. Does the IC need to know where the bodies are buried in your legacy code? If yes, internal is your only real choice. The third question is about training costs. Are you willing to pay to train your engineers to be leaders? Being a great coder doesn't make you a great IC. Leadership is a different skill set. The goal here isn't just to fix the server, it's to protect your people. A sustainable IC model means that when the big one hits, your team feels supported, not exploited. Whether you're building a global follow-the-sun rotation or hiring an MSSP to bridge the gap, I highly encourage to have the decision made upfront as to which model you're going to use before the next major incident hits. Now, you would probably ask me, Koen, what model would you select if you had the choice? Well, the reality, as I'm saying so often in incident response and incident command, it depends on a lot of different factors. Insights gathered from extensive collaboration with industry practitioners suggest a shift in the incident commander function. Organizations are increasingly treating the IC as a functional role rather than a dedicated static position. This transition, relevant to both internal and MSSP providers, is primarily driven by cost efficiency. Given the highly specialized skill set required and the significant labor hours, which can often reach into the hundreds, consumed during major incidents, organizations are seeking more agile ways to deploy this high-value resource. Some of the organizations I've worked with are using a hybrid model, with some internal resources that have the capabilities to deliver some incident command to be supplemented with an incident commander as a service as an extension via contractors and/or MSPs. If you found this video useful, hit the like button and let me know in the comments. Do you actually currently run an on-call rotation, or are you looking at outsourcing, or maybe looking at the combination of both? Let us know, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.